Dear colleagues, after the peace tourney, US President Joe Biden uh, celebrated GOP about how they took House of Representatives and had a statement about the leadership on the political life on the in America and society and the U.S. society. So the U.S. Republicans already, according to the media calculation, took 218 seats. 225 seats. It's enough for the have a leader in the house. So and told as I told some days ago, Kevin McCarthy will be a leader. U.S. Congress, U.S. House of Representatives instead Nancy Pelosi. So the first part of my topic will be the Haga trial, how this is organ blamed the Donetskaya militias about the shooting and dropped the flight MH17. If you remember, this is a flight Amsterdam to Kuala Lumpur, the capital of the one of the emerging state in the South Asia under the name Malaysia. Was dropped in the Donetsk and by the anti-air system under the name Book, the name of the tree, from the village Pervomayska. So the 298 passengers and membership of the killed, and so the four people from Russian forces and one of the Ukraine forces was blamed for example, Girkin, Pulatov, Harshenko, that's a citizenship of the Ukraine, but and totally have sentence for all life. And relatives of the killed people of this flight demanded the financial compensation about the 60 million euros and the trial, decreasing this sum for the to the sum of 30-40 million dollars. And the last over this territory in those days was another flight, Copenhagen, Taipei, and Paris to the Beijing. And unlike only one of them, this is a flight MH17 Amsterdam to the Kuala Lumpur. Before the second part of my topic, the rocket story. This is tragical happiness, and Poland, Andrzej Duda, demanded, so demanded, permit to the Ukraine side to the visited at the place when the rocket was fell down, but without the right of the investigation of this process. Uh, but the rocket story mm, was became the history due to the Russian forces them again demanded managed from the Kremlin applies applied new rocket hits on the Dnieper town, Odessa, and Kiev Oblast, and another places. So, and this I was to the go into the second part of my topic. Hmm. Oh yes, this some economical problem. If you remember, the main of the story, economical growth calculated as the one of the data of the GDP, the GDP, but totally GDP have relativist data due to we need calculation per the capita and value cost and another data. So the unequal developing in the internal societies we have that the Gini coefficient, but this is also relative data. And one of the interesting data is the index of the humanity development, and another was the index of the happy. So this is the index of the happy. This is a more social, have a base of social data, education, medical, and the how long lives of the population when it have been burned. So the very interesting situation. If you remember the GDP per capita in the some countries of Africa, according to the observers, Alois Ditten, one of the biggest economists of the modern, some African countries had fell down GDP per capita. But another story with the index of happy. Some another countries of Africa have biggest growth. It's it's surprisingly. For example, those countries as the Chad, Niger, Mozambique, Ethiopia, even then, and this is some. This is these countries had more biggest data of the index, happy index, and one of them this is very amazing. Also, the Papua New Guinea, in the countries of the Asian Pacific region between the Australia and in Indonesia. And so it's very interesting, and so the some countries also have denies data. This is a very unfortunately for it. This is Venezuela, Yemen, and Libya, Somali, and Central African Republic, South Sudan. This is a very tragedy. Tragedy. And totally question about the combination of the GDP and happy index is very maybe but maybe interesting and enough, I think. And the last topic of today, the Green Deal will be continue totally with the intermediated by Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan. Meanwhile, this country during the last year showed that the growth, the happy index. It's very important for the nearest campaign as a state campaign in the Kazakhstan. And totally the Green Deal, Kazakhstan also can to the use for the hungry population in Africa and nearest in Middle East, and certainly the Green continue the Green Deal. All welcome, and the State Department have not another ideas as continue Russian agriculture into the Green Deal. So thank you. Bye.